What are your thoughts on that?
I really liked number 5. Finding your purpose, what you're calling. And a few steps further, that is all about finding exactly who you are. Purpose is how you create value in the world, right? Everything else before was really determining yourself. Step 1, what he's saying is determine who you are and what you stand for. Write down your morals. I know mine, do you know yours? I guarantee if I stand up to a man who doesn't know his, it's just different. Having morals is like having the cross on your back, and it just holds you upright. And knowing exactly what you stand for gives you another sense of confidence. I'm not talking about fake confidence where you're sitting there, you're walking through tall grass, you can barely see over. I'm talking about through confidence where you have a weed hacker. That's what you need, you know, especially in this world where it's not kind. And let's go back to that purpose, right? His final thought was most important. How can you create value in the world and make money? Simple, right? That's the true question we're asking ourselves, right? At least I like to hit it right on the nail. How can we create money and create value in the world? 2 things can go hand in hand. And you have to figure it out. There is so many different opportunities in the market. I've seen weird businesses come and go. And I've seen some that just start up with a good product and kept consistent. 6 months ago, HOT, Hot Chicken Ali, one of the best chicken places that's ever came to Arizona. Doing great. Yes. Over 300 reviews in the first 6 months. It's really about, if all these other people are becoming successful, finding them out, figuring out a way in life to do things better than you, is it you or is it the other people? And that's the real question, right? Put money, that's you. Because no offense, should they slow down for you? Theoretically, let's say you have a sibling. You're still doing great in your life. Let's say you passed your college exam, you're about to graduate, whatever. Should your sibling feel jealous that you're doing great? How would you feel if they're like that? That wouldn't be a genuine connection. You want to eliminate one-way streets, fast track to success. And remember, his topics are huge. Josh is a young man, but he's a man who follows the path of God. There's a lot of wisdom to it. And what he really said is find yourself and find your purpose. Okay, purpose is when I think purpose, I think how can I create value and create money? I can create a bunch of value in the world, but man, I want a Ferrari. I'm sorry. Jesus kill me. But I'm going to get one. And that's the mindset you need, delusional belief. And what we really talked about earlier is, when we're talking about breaking down people, right, like finding yourself, now let's get into something a little bit deeper. Are you broken, and can you be fixed? Some people feel like they're broken. Now, luckily, I have an ego complex, so I would never really feel like I was broken. So I can't really speak from experience. But my first thought is, do you want to remain broken? And if you have the mindset that you're broken and you can never change, and you can't be fixed, where does that lead you? Now you can see the start and end. Right? The start is not happy. The end, still not happy. Now the only thing you can do with that mindset is fail. Right? Delete that mindset. The question is, can you get 1% better every single day? Can you become your own hero? Can you become smarter? Are you investing time into yourself? That's huge. Most people don't. Most people invest more time into other people's wallets than their own, and they spend their own wallets. You know, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that myself. I have Amazon on every single one of my electronic devices. It's bad. But you gotta be focused, dedicated, and never hate it. What's your thoughts, guys?
I agree. I think it comes down to consistency and 1% every single day, because it's not that hard to maintain that, and everyone can do it. And when you talk about being broken, it may be hard to get up and actually do something. That is understandable, but if you actually want to get better, it's not that hard to do 1% every day. It's not like we're saying, you're broken, you need to go do this crazy task. No, it's like one day, go to the gym, maybe do something else that's productive, maybe just do 3 things. And as you keep doing that and getting 1% better every day, that momentum is just going to keep building you, and soon you won't feel broken anymore, because you're gonna feel like you have purpose and momentum to just keep you going every single day.
Absolutely. I totally agree, and I would add, I think that even people that don't think you can make that 1%, if you're like, oh man, I'm doing negative percents every day, I'm actually destroying my life, I have habits or I have things that I do that I don't want to do, well, I would say to those people, if you're one of those people, ask for help. Be willing to reach out for help and try and ask these questions that I was formatting earlier. Break it down and really get into something that will give you purpose, will give you a reason to want to grow 1% every day, and stop destroying with destructive habits and breaking what could be. Like, I understand there's a lot of people who live hopeless lives out there, and they've lost hope. There's still hope out there, and there's still purpose, and there's people who love you, and God loves you. And
but you guys, it's the mindset. Because anyone can sit there and be like, I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm broken. Anyone can. You can wake up and have that mindset, or you can wake up and be like, I'm going to do something today, right? I'm going to create something that's purposeful and something.
Some people don't have hope. Some people have lost reason to live. Some people don't have any motivation for everything you're saying. They couldn't be any farther away from like what you're saying. Like,
and you're right, because actually
those are people that definitely, they're out there, and I believe they're just as valuable as us. They're humans. All of us are born with innate value, and we all have a purpose. We all have a reason for being here. Whether we fall and go astray from that, or we tap in and we start really understanding what it is we're doing here, I do truly believe that like reaching out to everyone is my purpose. I understand some people have certain groups, like you're probably more of a businessman and you would want to try and help people with more business-esque personality, that are go-getters, that are people who have resources and they want to make connections, and they're not in a really low place where they have no meaning or purpose, and have absolutely no just motivation to get up in the morning. They live on the streets and they're addicted to fentanyl, and their family is telling them, we love you, we don't want to see you die, but they're too addicted to getting high and chilling around in the streets, smoking dope, drinking, getting chased by police, and just breaking all the rules, thinking that they're free when they're truly chained to all these addictions and all these habits, and they're truly not free. They're really slaves to their addiction and their mindset, because as you're saying, they need to change their mindset, but a lot of people, they can't be consistent. They're a slave of their own mind, because they can think exactly what you're saying. They can be, I'm gonna 1% grow every day, but as soon as they step away from, say, this podcast,